Hello there, my beautiful soul fams. My name is Catalina. Welcome back to my channel, Moonlight Awakening. I'm an awakening coach. I do also angel readings, energy readings, and I also make handmade jewelry like these beautiful heart earrings, rose quartz earrings. And I want to show you guys this new pendant that I made out of yellow citrine. So has a little star on it, and yes, this actually has fairy energy, fairy magic. I've been wanting to do this for weeks now, maybe a month now. I've been wanting to make something like this so you guys can also have that, that beautiful fairy energy wherever you guys go. So definitely I'm selling this on my Facebook, Moonlight Awakening, and my Instagram, Moonlight Awakens 11. So this is one of a kind. So when this is gone, will be gone, but I'm gonna make different stones, with fairy energy. So I'm super excited to finally tell you guys and show you guys. So far, this is the first one I made. So once it's gone until I make other ones. So yes. And let's just say if you're interested and you don't have social media, that's why I also, yes, it's actually $22, okay? Because I put a lot of my energy in there, a lot of fairy energy. So yes, that's why it's be $22. Only shipped to US only. For now, we'll know it. We will know in the future. If I do, international, But anyway, yes, if you are interested, but you don't have social media, also have an email, Moonlight Awakening 1111 at gmail.com. Okay, and I do take PayPal and Zelle. Okay. What else? Yes, I'm also on Patreon if you want to extra support me, and there's a new one that says if you like to buy me coffee when I'm in the road. But in order to get all these angel readings, free angel readings, awakening, discounts in awakening, coaching, all this other great stuff, you have to pick that where it says level 1, 2, or 3, the levels, not that coffee. That's just to buy me a coffee. So when I'm in the road, to keep me, like on my toes or whatever, So, but yeah, so I will leave that link from my Patreon as well. Let's see. Okay, yes, I think that's it. Okay, so, but yeah, if you have any other questions, about anything that I do, please message me, okay? So yes, if you're dealing with hard times, like you think you're done and then something else comes, I really wanted to make this video because if you didn't know, yes, I also been having a challenging time because and it happened exactly on the day of the full moon, of the beaver full moon, on on November the 19th. So yeah, it happened exactly there. For some reason it always has to be in the full moon, right? Why? So yeah, if you didn't know, I've been working really hard to get donations for my dog Ella. If you didn't know, I've been trying to get donations for my dog Ella, and because she's I barely found. It was like a last minute thing. Her ear was super puffy and big. They call it ear hematoma. So I don't know if your guys' dogs or cat have that. It's mostly common for dogs though, to get ear hematoma. And So anyway, and right away I went to the vet. They weren't taking walk-ins you have to do by appointment, and my dog's ear is very urgent. So then at least somebody else was there to help me, like, oh, I have somewhere else, another location. She was very helpful. So she took me to this, she gave me another address for someone else that I don't have to make an appointment, because my dog is very serious to have an ear hematoma. So, so I don't know, I just been crying my eyes out. I just, because the visit is expensive, then to get, and I was so nervous. I was so nervous, because like, oh my gosh, do I have enough money? All these things. But yeah, I do, it's been a pretty crazy intense week full of emotions, but again, it's easy when something happens. It's easy to go into panic mode, into right away you start worrying, you start reacting, and that's what the ego wants us to do, right? Because if you and just know that there's nothing that we can't solve, because we can't solve it. But sometimes, we make things seem huger than it actually is. But again, the ego has helped us survive the 3D when we were asleep. It helped us survive. So the ego is not all bad, because it helped us during that time. And now, since we are awakening and we're learning to remove that ego, we're finally connecting back to our higher selves. And like, you know what, ego, you have helped me in this 3D matrix. I appreciate all your help, but I no longer need you anymore. You don't longer have to, you don't have to drive for me anymore. Now you have to stay in the back and I'll drive now. Now my higher self will be driving. You know what I mean? So things like that. So, and definitely, and we're learning that, that we don't need the ego anymore like we used to, So definitely, and we're definitely gonna experience some couple of ego deaths during our awakening journey. So if you've been feeling all this worrying, panicking, and all this fear, is because that's part of also the ego death too that you're going through. And in trying to stay positive during really hard and difficult situations that boom, it just hit you out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere, and then you have to okay. For me, I was like, come on now, Catalina, you have, this is not your first time, better than that. So I was like, okay, yes, to remain positive, because I want positive experiences, So yes, definitely, when things like that come, situations, that's where you're learning to stay positive and trust that everything's gonna be okay. Because at the end, because again, because I want to receive positive experience. I don't want to keep feeding that thing that's making me nervous or fear or panic. I don't want to fear that and then have more negative situation come my way. I know that this thing will get resolved. I don't know how, but the ego wants to know how. But no, it's about trusting. Eventually it's gonna come when I will have what it takes to solve this. And because again, for example, in my life, the ego wants me to be all nervous and saying in my head, and it's telling me in my head constantly, wants me to tell me every single time, what if I don't have the money to pay it off? What if I don't? Right? Water break. Okie doke. Right? It's telling me all these things. And I'm we can easily freak out, and but no, I'm not gonna freak out. Ego, you're not gonna make me feel this way. I'm going to push you aside, and I'm gonna stay positive. I'm going to do my best to stay positive and know everything's gonna be okay. Trying to release that, and yeah, so like I said many times, I know it's hard to stay positive, but you can do it. Trust me. Again, it's part of the challenge. It's part of learning. It's part of growing, right? It's part of evolving. And just know that we are not alone in this. We have a beautiful team that is, all around us, only because we can't see it. There's people that are willing to help you. For example, you know what? I could have tried to pay everything on my own, and even struggle even more trying to pay for her surgery. If I do the surgery, would I could do this alone and struggle and stress out about it. How I'm gonna pay it, all these things. But in my head, I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not ask for help? I have amazing family on Facebook. I have amazing family also on Instagram. I see a hawk. Yeah, it's about seeing things in a higher, bigger perspective. And that's where the hawk is coming through. Seeing things, I get the chills. Seeing things in a different perspective. I don't have to go through this alone. And you're definitely having and because of this challenge, you're tapping to, it's about tapping into the higher realms, tapping into spirit. That I don't have to go through this alone, and that's why the hawk spirit is all about. Wow, thank you, my beautiful hawk spirit. Thank you. Wow, yes, beautiful. That's why I love being outside, because it just whenever I'm talking about something or we're going through something, it just all the signs come in our lives to show us, to give us messages. For example, I was shopping. I was doing some Thanksgiving shopping. Here in America, we do celebrate Thanksgiving and have a turkey meal and all that stuff. And the song started to play. There was no other song playing. It was quiet. And I was looking for something, and then out of nowhere, it's like where the song left off. It started like this. It say, "You don't have to try that hard. You don't have to try that hard." And I was like, and it literally made me cry. When I was at the store, because I was literally worrying about it, stressing out about it. But they're saying you don't have to try so hard, Like I said before, we try to make it look huge when it's not even that big, in our team. So look for those beautiful messages, signs, songs, numbers that hey, it's gonna be okay. We're with you. You're expanding, you're learning, all these great things. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to go through this alone. You can ask for people for help. Hey, my doggy needs surgery. Would you like to donate? Open up a page, whatever, and ask your team too. Hey, please bring those helpful people in my life that they can, donate. Or or not only that, if you can help me figure out a solution to this challenge that I'm facing. A different way that I'm not seeing, I bring that over too, whichever, just have an open mind and not thinking that little thing is the only thing to solve the thing, no, this is the only this is the only solution, you're thinking very narrow instead of opening it up higher. Like, no, maybe there's other ways, other possibilities, right? That's opening your mind wider than instead of like this little narrow, right? So anyway, so yes, I've been for almost a week, I've been crying every single day, but it could be, yes, because of my dog, but also it also is because it could also be happy tears when somebody's donating here, $20. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, things like that. So I've been doing both, happy tears and sad tears. But that's okay if you've been crying, if you've been angry. Just know that's part of the healing, and I want that sadness to come out. I don't want to hold it in. You don't want to feel it. I know, because it doesn't make you feel good, but it's the only way to heal, to really heal yourself, right? And they're here, and they're helping you transmute all that all that emotion that was bringing you that they're really helping you heal, right? So I'm literally letting it out. If I feel like crying, I'm gonna cry it out. I even cried in front of the lady that she's like, hey, because they couldn't take me at the first doggy clinic. They didn't take me because they only take appointments, and the appointments was like in a week. I'm like, I don't wait a week, and my dog I didn't want it to get worse, because it can grow and grow and grow, literally. Oh, a butterfly. Hello, Mr. Butterfly. Yes, going through a transformation and changes. Thank you, butterfly. Yes. So anyway, when she was trying to give me the information, I was like crying my eyes out in front of her. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry crying in front of you. I just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I literally, she's like, I'm crying my eyes out, like it's a life and death thing. But hey, whatever. Like, it was the full moon. I'm literally crying in front of her. I've been crying a lot in front of other people, a lot. When they donate money or whatever, like, or in person, or I'm talking to somebody, I've been crying. If you've been watching me on Facebook Live, you know how I've been, crying. But hey, I'm just releasing that, sadness out, and I'm okay with that. Remember, so let those emotions out, okay? Excuse me. So anyway, so just know that whatever you're going through you will get through this, and remember that we're all going through this together. And ask your guides, is there any other ways that you're probably not seeing, and know that that ego can block us to connect to our higher selves. So we need to go through meditation if you can, meditate, exercise, because that's what I've been trying to do. I've been exercising to clear my mind and make myself feel better, finding ways to heal yourself, maybe creating jewelry, jewelry, painting, singing, writing, whatever, playing with your dog, right? Playing with your children, and and for example, you know what I mean? Yes, I'm asking for surgery, but what if there's other natural remedies that I could do, that maybe I could save her ear, right? Because once it cuts open, her ear will never look the same. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let my baby's ear look like that. If I could find some other ways to help save her ear, I will do it. Because if I was in her situation and somebody asked me, hey, if I can find some other natural way to save your ear, would you let me do that? I was like, yes, please. I don't want surgery. If you can stop me from having surgery and find some other way to save my ear, then yes, I will definitely. I'm open to it. And that's what I'm doing with my baby. I'm like, I'm gonna save your ear. I'm gonna try whatever, if I can find some other alternatives. And even if she gets really healed and she doesn't need the surgery, the money that people have donated so far, I'm using that extra money to pay for these other remedies, to able to afford her other natural remedies that she needs, that, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, so again, trying to finding that maybe there's other ways, other possibilities to fix that, to resolve that situation. That's why I create a Facebook page. Where that's why I created the Moonlight Family Facebook page, so we can, like, come together, and if you're dealing with anything, so we can, so other brothers and sisters can maybe you need healing energy, maybe you're the one who needs healing energy, maybe your pet or your child, hey, this is what my pet's going through, or I'm going through, or my child. And it's so beautiful because there's a beautiful community that, like, are sending my doggy or even myself some healing energy. If they're healers, they're sending me healing energy. They're sending my doggy prayer. So yes, they will send, we're here for one another, right? So just like, that's why I made it that group on Facebook, so we can gather and help one another. And I want to thank everybody who donated so far. Okay, thank you so much. So anyway, and just know that you are shifting. The reason why it's coming, because you're shifting, because of this change that you're going through, and you're releasing that old programs that you're releasing programs, and like, for example, fear, things like that, and anything that is blocking you to realize your power, who you truly are. That's why that situation had to come, so you can shift the mindset, so you can finally remove the blockage that was blocking you, right? To see things more clearly, right? And all these things that we've been programs by parents or the media and things like that, or from other lifetimes. So we're really moving that. So we're shifting. So yes, no, that's why, like, if you've been seeing 555s lately, because ever since that situation came to you, that challenge, and now you're seeing 555, that's the reason why, because you're shifting. You're shifting to higher planes. You're shifting. So in order to shift to higher planes, to higher timelines, that mindset that's coming to the surface, that's been blocking you, has to be removed, right? It has to be removed. That program is being removed, right? That's why that challenge came in your mind, and that's why you've been like reacting like that, right? Like worrying, having fear, all these things, right? Just know that you're shifting, and so that's a great thing. Yes, that's a great thing. And I just get those chills. Yes. Okay, so I wanted to ask real quick about the angels. I want to ask the beautiful angels what they would like to say for anyone who's dealing with hard times right now. You beautiful team of angels, please let us know, anybody, whoever's watching this video, what would you like to say for anybody that's dealing with hard times right now, please? You saw that? Oh, yeah. Okay, now the other one. Let's see what the angels have to say. First one, Archangel Raphael. Look, all those emotions, water signs. It's a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep lasting spiritual insight. It's like seeing things in a positive way. That's what the dolphins are coming in too. Just know, it could maybe it's a good positive. Maybe it's a good positive change, right? Maybe it's a very scary change, So if it's a positive change, then this is a great sign, because it is a positive thing. So you might think it as a negative thing, like, oh no, because remember, you're deprogramming that. But the angels are seeing that is a positive thing. You're shifting, your mind shifting. You are removing that's holding you, that was holding you behind, that is blocking you. And there's also that the dolphin medicine also coming through to give us that, because they're great healers, the dolphin spirit. Yeah, so they're great healers to send you. Call also our angel Raphael to help you heal and transmute energies. Yes, deep lasting spiritual insight. Yes, that's what all those emotions. Why? Because you've been feeling all of that. All this emotion has been stirred up in your life, right? And then again, what would you like to say for anybody who's dealing with a challenging situation right now? Solutions. Number 14, our angel Sacchiel. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. What did I say? We're being healed. Solutions is something that you can resolve, right? So you can resolve that situation, that problem, right? Maybe there has to be a compromise that has to happen. Maybe you're learning to forgive that person. You're learning forgiveness, right? Self-control and patience. Some challenge is gonna take more time, so have patience with yourself, right? So just have patience. You will find that solution. Just ask, give me the solution to my problem that maybe I'm not seeing clearly. My beautiful team of angels, please let me know. Let me see, if you want to check angel number 14. Let's see, angel number 14. Here, this is what it says. Our angel Sacchiel is working with you to find the perfect balance, right? Because you're off balance, okay? You're off balance right now. So the key to success right now is in moderation and compromise. If you're feeling stressed out, right? If you're feeling stressed out, this card consults you to take a deep breath and ask your angels and guides for assistance. What did I say? Self-control and patience are called in order to create the successful outcome you're hoping for. Consider the ideas of others and try to see their points of view. Diversity of thought can bring forth the strongest possible course of action. Reconciliation or opposite viewpoints is very likely now if you approach in all parties with a forgiving and fair attitude. Additional meaning: a balanced approach, perfect orchestration, creative solutions through compromise, healing energy. Okay, if you want to know more about our angel Sacchiel, this is who he is. Is the angel of harmony. He can help you remember the facts or aspects of your situation that you have forgotten. So he is also an angel of forgiveness. Call upon our angel Sacchiel to help when you need to regain balance of view regarding others in your own past experiences. Right? Like I said, this is not my first time, right, dealing with a challenge situation, right? It's about your past experiences, right? Like, hey, this is not your first time, right? You're not new at this, Catalina. Come on now. But I know I'm shifting, so that's a good sign. Wow. Okay, you know what? I want to ask one more. Team Angels, anyone more who's dealing with a challenging situation? Anyone who's watching this video? Any one last thing, my beautiful angels? Why? The moon. The moon. Number 18. See, look at that beautiful angel. Angel Haniel. What did I say about the moon? Remember Hannah said, you know how I said about the moon, this challenge came in the day of the moon? Yeah, because the moon, the Beaver full moon was on November 19th, so definitely has to do with the Beaver full moon energies that we're still on. It was in Taurus, right? So they're definitely happening. See, help and assistance. There's beautiful, loyal people your side. Okay, so the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition, to accurate guidance, face your fears and grow stronger. Right? About to face our fears and grow stronger. That's what's happening in your life, in our lives right now, right? Just know you're becoming stronger from it, no matter what situation you're going through. Just know that. And they see it. And it's healing energy. You're healing from it. Because there's a positive outcome. There's a positive outcome. Just know that, okay? It's gonna be all worth it. And you're gonna be like, wow, I did it. I don't know how, but I did it. I did it. And you know that, and I know that, like, cause and I know, and then, you know, I want to thank also my beautiful angels, my guides, my starseed family, my beautiful fairies, my dragons, you know, for all these beautiful assistants during this time. Now you know, so listen to your intuition, because that full moon really amplifies them, right? So there you go. Wow. Thank you, beautiful angels. Wow. It's beautiful, amazing guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like any assistance in your awakening journey, please message me as well, okay? So anyway, like and subscribe for more videos to help you on your spiritual awakening journey. And until next time, bye.